There are things out there that I come across that just makes me cringe, especially when it comes doing thing involving real estate, such as real estate wholesaling. Because like some people out there will want to say that this is easy, which is pretty much a misnomer. But they're basically dealing with pros and cons in real estate, from the Motley Fool, like from the Fool.com. It's like, is pretty much in simple terms, what is wholesaling? Wholesaling is a process of getting a property under contract and then assigning that contract to a buyer at a higher price. Becoming wholesaler requires a lot of sweat equity. Don't get me wrong, this is not easy that some want to project it to be. But looking at like wholesaling in a nutshell, we'll cover some of the pros and cons of investing in real estate as a wholesaler. And we need to clear up some misconceptions about some people have about wholesaling. But basically, the wholesaler drives around and sees a house that is distressed and seems to be having abandoned. Well, the wholesaler jots down the address to look up the owner of the distressed property. So, once the wholesaler gets gets home, from his, the term driving for dollars. They use a local county tax website to look up the address to find the owner. And once they find whoever owns the property, the wholesaler contacts the owner and finds out that if the owner wants to sell the property, which is in hypothetical, he wants to sell the property for $60,000. So for the research after the wholesaler is done, and with some negotiation takes place, the seller is willing to sell the property for about $50,000. But the wholesaler now has property under contract for about $50,000. Well, instead of buying the property himself, he contacts some of his cash buyers who are willing to purchase the property, purchase the contract from the wholesaler for about $55,000. While the wholesaler agrees and assigns the contract he has with the seller over to the cash buyer, and at closing, the seller gets their $50,000, and the wholesaler gets $5,000, and the buyer has the property be ready to fix up and eventually sell for a proper, flip or fix and flip. Now, learning about the real estate industry, some people interested in the wholesaling will become quickly immersed in the real estate industry. And so if you start working with people who have been successful at it and start utilizing the right resources, you can learn how to find leads, build trust with a motivated seller, due diligence on a property, running comps or comparables to find out the current market value of the home. ARV is the estimated after repair value of the house. Build relationships with real estate brokerages and finding buyers and build a buyer's list of people who can close on a property quickly. And now, second, you need minimal capital to start. Now, wholesaling forces you to become creative when finding funds buy property. Typically, most investors will buy either with all cash or bank financing, or do this other route, just as finding hard money, or do a hard money loan or private money. Now, if you don't have the best of credit and have limited capital to put down, it's going to be a challenging to get a loan for a bank, because banks don't loan out the money with people who have poor credit. Now, earning a large sum of money in a short time period, once you have a system in place, you should be able to make more money at it in a shorter time period, because you should have the ability to get more properties under contract. Now, typically, people buy the homes assigned to them from wholesalers are fixing up distressed properties. And now here's the cons about being a wholesaler. Wholesaling real estate isn't not all cracked up to be. It's not sunshine and rainbows, though it can be challenging work. And here are things that will make it be tough. Not having a buyer. A buyer has to purchase the contract from the wholesaler for the wholesaler to be compensated. Typically, when the wholesaler gets a property under contract, the contract includes a date when the wholesaler should be able to find a buyer to close, and the wholesaler gives an earnest money deposit to the seller to show seriousness and confidence that the wholesaler will be able to get the deal done. Now, if the wholesaler gets the property under contract for a price that is too high or greedy and attempts to increase their spread on the price, buyers would be unwilling to make a deal. And second, the income is unpredictable. As it's not a 9-to-5 job where at the end of 2 weeks you'll be getting a check. There may be months and months where you won't be having any income coming in. So don't quit your day job. So when you start your wholesaling business, you're responsible for being consistent and diligent with your finances until you have complete your first assignment there and close 3 the negative stigma from the bad apples. Now, some people become wholesalers without learning the ropes first. They'll do a lot of unethical things that shine a bad light to this industry, on wholesalers in general, like advertising that you have a property for sale instead of advertising that you're selling your interest in a real estate contract. And can be a difference between a legal business deal or an illegal transaction. Misconceptions that you don't need money to become a wholesaler. This is also false. There are certain programs and marketing material you need to be using to be finding motivated sellers and finding leads. Once you find those leads, you need to pay for services that help you contact the information about the owner. Not to mention paying a mentor to guide you through your first deal. And basically, you're going to need a real estate licensor, or must be a real estate agent to do wholesaling houses. Well, that is also not true. You don't need any kind of license to start wholesaling distressed property. All you need is like a motivated seller, an assignment contract, and a buyer looking for an investment property, and a quality real estate brokerages that can ensure you can close a deal. And it's important to note that it's illegal wholesaling in Illinois, Oklahoma, and Virginia, and many other areas as well. So another misconception that wholesalers or real estate investors take advantage of all people there. While there may be some bad apples in this industry, there are many cases that the wholesaler may be helping out the family to avoid foreclosure and bad credit by giving the seller a way out of a bad situation and the opportunity to have a couple $1,000s to move into a new place. Now, it's like 11% of the wealthy swear by this investment. Now, the richest people in the world have made their fortunes in many other ways, but there are one common thread for many of them, that they made real estate a core part of their investment strategy. Of all the ways the wealthy or the 1% made their fortune, real estate outpaced everyone their other methods 3-1. So if you want, to invest like the wealthiest in the world, we have a complete guide, and there's the thing is take the first step of building wealth by getting usually free copy. You want to check out thefool.com, many other deals. And you probably want to subscribe to my channel, hit the like button, don't forget to share this far and wide, and I have many other videos coming there in the near future, and don't forget to shake the money tree hard. I wish you well. This is William Drosky of dumbexperts.com.